Good morning, everyone. My name is Carl from Campos, and I am a full-time faculty member of the University of Southeastern Philippines, and currently the program head of the Business Entrepreneurship program of under the College of Business Administration. Hope you will learn a lot from this session, and hope you will enjoy as well. Let's start, guys. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our session. And today we'll be talking and substantiating the introduction to innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay, so relax, enjoy, and hope you learned a lot from this session, guys. Let's start. So today we'll be talking about entrepreneurial mindset, planning a startup, and design thinking for innovation. First, we're going to talk right now the entrepreneurial mindset, and by talking of it, no, allow me then to present what has been the common business setup or enterprise setup here in the Philippines. You know what's this, right? And this is our store where many Filipinos or this became a means of survival and living and livelihood as well. Our product development has been exploited, no? Because there are a lot of opportunities today in developing products and even delivering services. Food has been one of the enterprises or mothers and those who don't have any work, as in lieu of a formal work, no? And many are venturing this today as well. But the food business or even the brick and mortars right now has been converting the ordinary business with a merge or with a combination of technology. That's why there are so many businesses today or enterprises today merging the brick and mortars with technology and system applications. Like, for example, the Food Panda and online selling today has also been a good means of or a channel of presenting, marketing, and selling your products. Okay? And even the normal shopping, now going to the mall, has now became the norms today. Now because considering the present scenario of the contactless services, okay, the contactless transactions. Okay, that's why. Online selling today and online shopping has became not just only a trend, but now becoming life. Okay, allow me then to define what entrepreneurship is, no? And by many authors. But according to Marshall 1890, that entrepreneurship is a businessman going about an ordinary business of life, and this ordinary of life, businessman will become now an innovator. And another definition by one of the prominent authors in the world of entrepreneurship is Campos 1934, where he defined that entrepreneurship is something to destroy the existing economic equilibrium in an act of creative destruction and to profit from the new order, because it's even an economics by nature that the ultimate goal of the enterprise or startup is to maximize profit. And entrepreneurship as well is a bearer of an insurable risk, because in building your own startup, there are many factors to consider on, and there are um, underlying concerns that you need to address. That's why it's a risk as well. Okay, but risk in the context of entrepreneurship should be measurable and quantifiable in nature. After defining what entrepreneurship is, let us now define what really mindset. Okay, what is really a mindset? And a mindset is your beliefs shape your attitude. Okay, and your attitude shapes your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your mindset. Mindset is something that you change first. So next discussion is basically will be more on the planning or your own startup scene. Um, there are many discussions maybe, you know, on the different sessions on the legalities on registering your business or your enterprise. But this
Kwan-
discussion,
Pwede ra ka mag-Tagalog kay para medyo kuan ba kanang basig dili kay ka comfortable mag-English or dili kay nimo maingon in sa imong language bitaw.
okay, sige.
Gawon siguro na Tagalog no.
Pwede po, pwede po.
Customize din siya.
Sige.
At least Tagalog.
Tagalog lang, di lang Bisaya. Sige. Go. Next topic will be more on the planning a startup. Okay, and there will be several sessions sooner or later, that discussing about the legalities, the permits, on how to register, on how to really start doing your startup. But this discussion that we're going to discuss is more on from the concept from the concept of your or for your idea, okay, and from starting the business, okay, and okay, so there are different alternative routes to small business ownership. Okay, so there's what we call startup, and there's what we call franchising, and the buyout, and the family business. But basically, most of our ideas here, or most of our concepts here, are going leading towards startup. Okay, because franchising is something like an existing business that you actually franchise or take some patents, or you use some intellectual rights. While buyout is another scheme because you really take the whole ownership in the family business. Many Filipino concepts here, or many Filipino enterprises. And but as what I've said, our discussion will be primarily owning for our own, or managing for our own, and that's building our own startup. And there are different types of ideas to develop into a startup. Okay, and whether it's a new market, a new technology, and a new benefit. Okay, what is a new market? A new market is providing customer with a product or service that is not in their market but already exists elsewhere. Okay, so for example, for this is providing health conscious consumers with fruit smoothies. Okay, and it's you actually enter a new market. You create product and services probably for a niche, no? For probably for health conscious, no? Based on our example here. And you also do startup because you have new technology. Okay, new technology using a new technical process that provides the basis for new product or service ideas. Okay, for example, providing alternatives to incarceration by using high technology ankle bracelets for the arrest programs. And you also create a startup because you want to create new benefit. Okay, and new benefit is a performing an old function for customers, but in a new and improved way. So this is more on a product innovation. Okay, and example is like providing same day draining cleaning services with a money back guarantee. So this is how the new startup works today. Now, whether it's a new market, a new technology, or a new benefit. But if you're going to ask me if this can be a hybrid or can be a merge, okay, new market, new technology, new benefit can actually on a single startup as well. Okay, and that's a good thing. No? Mas maganda or mas mabuti that you merge this because having the new market with the new technology with the new benefit is it's a disruptive technology. It's an innovative. It's a more unique. Okay, and there's really a sure market for it, and a good money that you'll be creating. And part of doing or planning a startup, you need also to do planning. Okay, and you really need to create on. You really need to set up. Okay? You need to prepare. Okay? Not just only the financial aspect, your mind, but also doing it, putting it into paper. Okay, that business planning is very important. Like business plan is a document that defines the goals of your business and describes how you attain those goals. it is so nice as well na may magkakaroon ka ng basihan, okay, ng mga pagpaplano so that you'll be able to have some guides. And you'll be able to check, you will be able to look into the different plans being stated. And on the implementation side, you will be able to go back of what are your plans all about for your startup. A business plan is worth your considerable investment of time, effort, and energy. And the business plan is a set of objectives, defines budgets, engages partners, and anticipates problems before they occur. There are so many literatures, or there are even books who actually debate the importance of the business plan. But whether you like it or not, it's very important that you will. There are bases that all your plans are written down so that the time again that you will be implementing may may makikita ka ulit, no? May magiging basihan ka kung ano ba talaga yung plano mo kaysa lang um, kulang nasa utak mo, no? Iba talaga pag sinulat, nagplanuhan, lalong-lalo na mga bagay-bagay, no? Sa pagsisimula ng iyong negosyo or yung ng startup mo. And there are 10 reasons why you need a strong business plan. First, or number one, is really to attract investors. Because probably you might be deriving larger amount of capitalization, but once you'll be calling for some backups now from the angel investors or people from the industry, you'll be able to have something to present for them. Okay. Number two, to see if your business ideas will work. Number three, to outline each area of the business, because you may be able to look soon what are the strong point and the weaknesses of your business, what are the threats even and the opportunities along. Fourth, to set up the milestones. Fifth is to learn about the market. Number six, to secure additional funding or loans, because business plans are actually one of the requirements today in some of the financial institutions. Okay. Number seven, to determine your financial needs. To attract, number eight, to attract top level people. Number nine, to monitor your business, because you'll be able to look the traction, the projections. And number 10, to devise contingency plans. Okay, because along your implementation, you will be able to review your business plan. Okay, for example, in the marketing. Okay, you are connecting, you are dealing with the people right now. You are doing public relations now, but there's something, an effect to your financial, for example, that you don't have any budget for that, and having the business plan will actually give some remedy, or will actually give an answer to the problem that you are facing along with your implementation. In assembling a business plan, there are four major parts that you need to look into. Okay, in every business plan should include some essential components, and I'm very excited that you will be working this soon, because joining the incubation program will actually require you soon to create your own business plan. And there will be different mentors that will help you soon with these regards. And the overview of the business, that which describe your business, including its products and services. For example, your technology. What the technology readiness level, what is your technology all about, what is your, how will you going to use that, and other specifications of your technology. And the second one is the marketing plan. Okay, and describe the target market for your product and explains how you will reach that market. Because even you have a good product and the market will not be able to identify your product, and that your product will be going to be a very useless now. That's why having good product should you really identify good market using a good marketing plan. And also, you need to consider the financial management plan, which details the costs associated with the operating your business and explains how you will pay for those costs, including the amount of the financing you may need. Because investors soon will be asking the shares and the total technology valuation, and how much, as to the customer will be asking how much, and the investors now will also asking me the same question. how much I'm going to invest, how much you need, and how much I will earn from or how much I will have some equity and the rest of the financial aspects. So maybe sooner, the time that you will be writing your market, the financial plan, you will be needing an expert to this. So that's why it's a very critical. Numbers are very critical in managing an enterprise or in managing a startup. And the last one is you need to consider as well the operations and the management plan. And this will discuss yung tao, sinong gagawa, okay? This actually describes how you will manage the core processes of your business, including the use of the human resources, okay? And sino yung kailangan na tao, anong technology na kailangan gamitin ng tao, and all of those will become detailed soon, the time that you'll be writing the different parts of the business plan. Okay. And the last part of this discussion is the design thinking for innovation, because it's very important that because there are some ideas that it's kind of hard to convert, okay, into a business. Okay, this is my idea, but your inside or outside the box idea, okay, on how you're going to exploit it and how you will convert it. And design thinking is a very good tool for you to really exploit, for you really to look into the different perspective, the different outlook of your idea, in order that that idea will become a money soon. Okay, and allow me to start this specific discussion by presenting this. Okay, this is a water hyacinth. This is a water hyacinth, and a simple water hyacinth. Sa atin, mga water lilies, ito, no? Sa Pinas, ang dami ito, nasa sa sapa, sa ilog. Okay, but it is also beyond the other, with an innovative mind, no? And who will come to think na magkakaroon ng ganitong bag, no? The Jacinto and Lirio are becoming one of enter the fashion industry using the water hyacinth, and that's by Dorian Bautista, the founder of this. And these Jacinto and Lirio bags now are in the premium price. So simple thing, but a very innovative product that's been created. Next is saluyot. Okay, in I don't know in Bisaya, this is a saluyot, and this saluyot now is has been converted, has been elevated to become a bag, the Gugu bag by the Daniel Philip or the Scotty. Okay, it's just a simple leaves, but it's a very rich in fiber. Then this has been innovated to become a bag. And this is a simple carving, whom many Filipinos are working on too. But it's an art. Okay, there is really a creativity in this. But it's a good thing though that this became or converted to be the wrist design by Tal. That Animalia Filipina collection, that's a simple curving, nasa sandals na. Okay, so it's and nasa fashion show nga ito nasa New York fashion show to, and the founder for this is Tal de Guzman. Okay, and try to look at this from a very simple sandal, but it's Tatak Pinoy, okay, Animalia Filipina collection. And so probably along with your many ideas now, design thinking is a very important aspect, of really converting a simple idea into an innovative product, and that innovative product soon can be exploited to become a startup or an enterprise. A simple tela, or a simple clothing or textile, this has been converted to simpleness. Okay, and this is the Anthill by Anya Lim, and many fashionistas, especially today, many on the online shopping or on the online shops today, bags, clothings, and many things. Okay, bamboo. Okay, so probably in your mind now, there are so many ways. Now there are so many handicrafts to create on it. But Brian Benitez, the bamboo bag or the bamboo bag revolution, created this. Especially today with the pandemic, that we are trying our best not to go with the crowded places, no, or this a mode of transportation. This is answer today. Okay, there's a good money for this for sure. And the Loud Bastard, no, by Franz Ignacio and Ron Onizawa, no, the Loud Bastard of creating a good speaker, no, out from a bamboo. It's a very innovative product, no, and it's creating and they are generating money now. Ritasso, I know that you're familiar with the story of Rich Fernandez, the founder of the Rags to Riches. Okay, it's a social enterprise that helps women, children, youth, the out of school youth of creating bags, of creating other products out from Ritasso. And simple farming today, let's going to a more revolutionized one with the intervention of technology. Okay, simple farming are now becoming a virtual farming. And the example is the capital by Rachel de Villa. Okay, the capital where anybody who wants to do investment rather than going to the stocks or to the foreign exchange. Some people are actually investing on the capital because this one helps a social enterprise as well, where there are different farms. We'll be able to find available farms, and after the cropping cycle or the farming cycle, the investors now can actually take their investment with profits and returns. And a good story as well of the OFWs who are coming here back in the Philippines who don't have any work, no? That they are becoming unemployed the time that they arrive here in the Philippines. But thanks to the Clean Home by James Siabut, no, the cleanhome.com or the cleanhome.ph is solely for an OFW. It is a platform. It is a website for OFW who will be able who can clean or they hired OFW, and it's just actually a booking a website, no, where there are different owners of the condominiums, houses who wants to seek assistance for cleaning, and they will be able to book here. And yung OFW, yung mga nasa site na to, they can actually do the tasks, no? They can actually clean. Okay, and they actually give employment now or work now to the unemployed OFWs who are already in our country. And so that's how even how the Food Panda works today, the Grab and the booking, and how it actually changed the productivity of the humanity. No, aside from changing the lives of or giving employment, it's the real fact as well is the startup companies now are earning. Okay, startup companies now are disrupting, exploiting different innovations, you know, in order not just only to help people, but also to create employment and to uplift as well, no, the standard way of living of the different entrepreneurs and startup founders. Yeah, okay. But the question now is, how about you? Okay. And what is your own story? And where, how, and when we will going to start our own startup? Okay? And how we're going to exploit your weird or your simple, your out of the box ideas of becoming it or turning it a promising startup. Okay. Yeah. So this is how the typical problem solving. This is the problem, and we create assumption, we create solution based of our assumptions. Okay. For example, masakit. For example, no, in a layman's term, masakit yung ulo ko. Ayan. And probably will derive, siguro nalipasan ka ng gutom, siguro na-expose ka sa ulan. That's why then you might be need to drink more water. Okay, we give solution based on our assumptions. Okay, based on our own haka-haka. No? And in planning your own startup, or in building your own startup, that is not the idea that we need here. Okay, because this is the typical problem solving. Okay, but design thinking will actually help us because this is the time that we'll be able to feel it. Okay, and design thinking is a structured, it's open and close, but messy, okay, approach to finding and solving problems. Okay? Um, this is how the design thinking works. Okay? It's this from discovery to design and to delivery that to become a solution soon. Okay, so it's not all about assumptions, but it's all about trying to explore and answers. Okay, right? Try to design it and coming up with a great solution for for a word solving problem. This how design thinking works is that there are different, as what you have seen on the previous slide, might be that it is an assumption. Okay, but in design thinking, user and community is actually being defined here clearly. Okay, um, instead of making some assumptions, there must be what called an empathy. Okay, and it must be interconnected with the ideas, and you need to create prototype, then let the user, the community use it, prove the prototype, and before telling to the public or telling to the users that this is already a solution. Okay, it's a very messy thing. It's a very complicated matters maybe, but design thinking is a very enjoy process as well. No? You'll go enjoy ka sa the processor because it's actually a waste of time. Okay, that your solution is not actually that your solution is not actually fit. Okay, so it's a waste of time, a waste of effort, and many things to do. Many things. Okay, and empathy for users, it is a collaborative ideas and it is a rapid prototyping. Okay, so this is the problem, and again, no, creating a solution so that people will become happy and problem will really be solved. The design thinking process will actually start with the empathy. Okay, empathy, you need to feel it, and you will need to talk. You will need to know. Okay, in the empathy, you need research. You need to look the different angles of the problem. Okay, then afterwards, then you need to define it. Okay, defining from so many ideas, no, from converging to diverging. Okay, or diverging to converging ideas. Okay, and after defining it, you need to ideate. Okay, in the ideation stage, then you need to this is the start that you need to create, writing down the design. Okay, this is the problem. Then you need to put into scratch, or you need to draw. You need to seek help from the others, and after that, or you need to design the detailed aspect. And on the prototyping side, then you need to create the minimum viable prototype. Okay, and the time that you create the prototype and let the users, okay, manipulate it and let the users use it, I mean, and they'll be creating feedbacks now. Okay, and if the clientele or if the users will not be able to satisfy, then the design thinking process is can be reiterated. Okay, they can be go back to the empathy again, to go back to the define ID prototype until such time that we'll be able to derive the best solution for a word solving problem. Okay, and the interconnectedness of the empathy define ID prototype will be more on the communication, the critical thinking, the creativity. It needs collaboration and it needs skills towards the problem solving. So there are many references to this. Okay, and there are so many big companies, even startup companies in US and even in Europe, we use this to create as a good solution for the different problems being faced. No? Even in the different universities, no? in both in the undergraduate and in the advanced studies, when there are problems, this is a very good tool to use. That's why if you are planning soon, no, for your enterprise, you need to really do an empathy. No, you need to sympathy and empathy. Sympathy and empathy are two different words. That's why having these steps will actually give you a real definition of the real problem is and a good solution as well. Okay, so what's the rule, the different rules of engagement? Okay, think like a child, no? Defer judgment, no blocking ideas, especially when you work with your teams. Okay, so you need to become open to the different ideas. Okay, there might be different ideas, but you need to consider as well, because those weird ideas sometimes are viable ideas to consider on. Encourage wild ideas. Stay on the topic and quantity over quality, because you will still going to strain the different ideas along one conversation at a time, and be visual and build on the ideas of others. Yes, because other ideas are maybe complementary, and some ideas are interconnectedness. No, the interconnected some ideas will actually generate a good solution maybe. And design thinking is intuitive, as what I've said. It's a process in which we seek, understand, user challenge assumptions, and redefine problems in an attempt to identify alternative strategies and solutions that might not be instantly apparent with our initial level of understanding. At the same time, design thinking provides a solution-based approach, okay, to solving problems. It is a way of thinking and working as well as a collection of hands-on methods. Yeah, so hope that you are very excited now, working, redefining your ideas, building your own startup. Okay, down the right, design thinking captures the mindset, the needs of people we're creating for. It paints a picture of opportunities based on the needs of these people. It leads you to innovative new solutions, starting with quick, low fidelity experiments that provide learning and gradually increase in fidelity, because learning a design thinking is a learning process. This not might be a good this will not become perfect on the first trial, okay, and there will be a series of experimentations happen along as you experiment. There must be a series of tests along with the design thinking process. Design thinking is iterative, in which means that you test assumptions that return to the prototype stage and modify it based on the results and feedback. Iterate to learn lessons sooner rather than later, then try it again, again and again and again. Yeah. So design thinking mindset is a human-centered. It is a bias towards action. It is a radical towards collaboration. There must be a culture of prototype, show, don't tell, and mindful of the different process. Okay. So this how we do the iterative process. Okay. So they have the interconnectedness, and they are related to each other. Okay, so at the end, as a conclusion, okay, or as a closing words for this discussion or session, allow me then to share our own vision, and this our own story, with how we work with the startup community, with how we work with our beneficiaries, okay, with this project, and this is the Agrero, an agricultural crowdfunding for Mindanao. Probably today, this is going to be still a concept, but there is still a vision of scaling this, of presenting this to an investors. That's our prayers and in our hopes, okay, that this will become, sooner or later, will come to reality, okay, and it will be realized more. Okay? Agrero, this is the time that I met Manong Boy. Okay? And Manong Boy is a carpenter in the city. And the time I asked him why you're here, because he answered that I'm very happy here, Carl, because I already have other work being a carpenter. Having this 290 per day is a guarantee for me. But I have a lot there, a real area, but I don't have any access to capital. Okay? But yes, I am still willing to go back with the farm, but that's the major problem of Manong Boy. That's why I challenged my friends in the internet, and I called my friend, this is on the screen, named Bernie Zamora, okay, to join with our journey, okay, of pooling funds for Manong Boy, like doing a crowdfunding, using the Facebook. I actually posted the Facebook, and there are as our first platform. No, we post the story of Manong Boy, and we'd like to pull funds from the crowd. And there are different challenges, like this might be an act or a scam. This might be an investment scheme. Okay, and there are different stories. There are different doubts along. No, when we posted our advocacy over the internet. So, but we still even try our best. No, and we join it together with my colleagues. Okay, and because it's our aim, it's our hope to, it's our prayers as well to help Manong Boy to go back to the farm. Okay, because to till the land and to start um, farming again. So this actually Manong Boy, after 3 months, no, of posting on the internet, our advocacy, and we even expanded from 1 hectare to 8 hectares. No, we named the first uh, post with the efarm.ph. Okay, that's our first name. So after Manong Boy, we have Manong Bogs, no, our second farmer, and we grow. Okay, and we even provide another source of income for the family. And aside from being a carpenter, um, we let Manong Boy go back to the farm, and we give a work for the family, because they are the one who will do the harvesting, and the other members of the family are working also together for this project. Okay, because even me, I personally experience harvesting, and I really enjoy doing it. But I we actually received a project that they are still like many Manong Boy. They have lands, they have the skills, but they don't have any access to capital. Oh, this is the time that we receive project from DAR. It's another project, the Farm Business School, and that's the time I realized that it's really the time not to help our farmers, to till the land again, and to change their mind setting, to change the entrepreneurial activities from a simple farmers to become to a to an entrepreneur, and with the Mindanao, there are so many farms here in Mindanao, and with a promising agricultural land, and with the so many farmers in Mindanao, I think and we think that this is the right time to actually help our local farmers. With the BMP-Yaga, that there's a free trade agreement of agricultural products, and this is actually an opportunity to really do farming work, sustain or assist our agricultural sector of deriving, of creating more agricultural product for exportation and importations. This is actually the birth of the Agrero, the agricultural crowdfunding for Mindanao, where we want, so how we work, we want to look for a farmer who don't have any access to capital, but who have the land, who have the skills, and we're going to post the available lands for farming at www.agrero.com, and something like this, and the investors or anyone can actually fund, based on the amount that they want to invest on the different farms. But what is the best thing, or what's the competitive advantage for this, is that we're going to partner as to the collection, as to the collection of funds. We're going to partner cooperatives, local cooperatives. So we are hitting now. We are helping now both the local farmers and the cooperatives, because the cooperatives now will be able to have this fund. They will be able to use the fund for 1 month. They will be able to float the money as a capital for cooperative, then give back or give the money, turn over the money for the farming after 1 month. Okay, so that's what I've said. It's very important that there are collaborations now between the farmers and the cooperatives and among stakeholders. And the time that we'll be able to give that, then the farming will be able to pursue. And after the harvesting, and there will be a profit sharing, and all of those money that you have invested by the different stakeholders will be able to go back, to the farmers, to the cooperatives, and to the local cooperatives. So this is actually the birth of the Agrero, the agricultural crowdfunding for Mindanao, where we want, so how we work. We want to look for a farmer who don't have any access to capital, but who have the land, who have the skills, but they don't have any access to capital. And the time that we'll be able to give that, then the farming the farming will be able to pursue. And after the harvesting, and there will be a profit sharing, and all of those money that you have invested by the different stakeholders will be able to to their wallet, no, in their accounts. That's it. And this is the business model of the Agrero.com, or where it's actually our value proposition of sustaining agricultural for Mindanao. It is an innovation technology. It is an empowering cooperativism by the cooperative, I mean, by crowdfunding. We take the marketing, the operation, and the risk management. We value the stakeholder, and we deliver financial results, because it is the aim for this is a win-win solution. The farmers, the cooperative, and other stakeholders of this enterprise. And this is how it works. So with the milestone, and from the system development to the partnership, with the farm screening selection, the crowdfunding, the cropping fruit, the period, and the profit sharing. Okay, it takes years, and for probably years, no, to realize this project. And we actually presented this, with different activities, different hackathons, and we actually won prizes. But still, we are looking forward for an angel investors, or someone who will become have some interest on this project. And this is actually our team, and we are currently working with these people, and they are actually helping that this dream, that this vision will come to reality. And this is the Agrero, the agricultural crowdfunding for Mindanao. And with that, may our journey continues, and may your journey as a startup founder soon continues as well. Allow me to end this session with this quote: that the ability to exploit opposing ideas and opposing constraints to create new solutions, by Professor Roger Martin at the University of Toronto. With that, guys, see you and have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.